and welcome to episode 3 of Channeling Success with myself, Jasmina Mueller, and Titan Cloud Solutions, where we explore the latest cloud trends and insights shaping our industry. Titan Cloud Solutions, as you all know, we empower businesses with cutting-edge cloud solutions that drive innovation and success in an ever-evolving market. Today, I am beyond excited to welcome my good friend, Marcy Stout, Vice President of Google Cloud Marketplaces and ISV Alliances at TD SYNNEX. Say that 3 times fast, please.
Yes, please.
She's experienced significant growth within her organization, and it's clear that she can manage this growth effectively thanks to her amazing skills in increasing the revenues and developing partnerships and more. So, Marcy, I would love for you to take a moment to introduce yourself and share a little bit about your journey with TD SYNNEX.
Oh, my journey with TD SYNNEX. So Marcy Stout, as you mentioned, VP of Google Cloud Marketplaces and ISV Alliances. I actually came to TD SYNNEX, my gosh, 14 years ago. And
From when you were like 10.
I was like 10. I appreciate you so much. This is why we're good friends, and because your puppy's right behind you too, so we're good friends. But came here about 14 years ago, moved from the Chicago area down to South Carolina. So a bit of a change there, but it was fantastic for the family. I came here to help on the services side. And have found tremendous growth. It's a great company. It's the culture is amazing here. Like just everybody, collaborates together. Feels like a small community here. So it's been a great journey the last 14 years.
I do have to admit, I've worked with you
10
guys
years.
in, huh?
Now I'm like 11 years. I don't know how long
11.
I've been here, apparently. 11 years,
But you know
2014.
what? That is a good thing because you don't sit there and go, oh my God, I've been
God,
there
I've
for
been here like 10. Yeah, I had to count.
ex-
Yeah, I had to calculate that.
exactly. But you know what? I was saying, like, I've worked with you guys for probably over 5 years in the different, companies that I've worked with. And the number one thing I do have to say is it's the culture and the way
Mhm.
you guys work within, but also externally with us. I mean, I just keep coming back to you guys, and it's just amazing to see. But so my first question to you has a lot to do with the team growth and the leadership. So, like I said, your organization has expanded significantly over the past year. And that includes the new team members, additional vendors coming under your umbrella. So my question is, how has this growth shaped your leadership approach, and what do you prioritize when it comes to supporting your team's success?
I think really, especially with the market changing at such a fast pace, one of the key factors that I'm ensuring my team has is like not only access to internal resources, but external as well, right? I mean, we often, TD SYNNEX, we launched with the first in class enablement offers. So there's a lot of different trends going on, us being such a large distributor. So I make sure that they're trained, they understand the market, they understand that you're not just buying a piece of hardware anymore. It's truly solution driven, and making sure that they can be that trusted advisor for our resellers as well as our vendors. So it's a lot of work with the coworkers to make sure that they feel comfortable, they have the knowledge, and that they can go to market, and be that trusted advisor for the customers.
I love that because as a example with myself, with Titan, you got your team, honestly, with the different, each individual has like their own
Hmm.
experience or expertise. And that to me is a huge differentiator because of how you guys, I almost want to say it, personalize it with the
Yes.
vendors. And I've noticed that over the years where it's amazing to see how each team does that so well. So I like that a lot.
We call
So,
it skill up. That's what we call it. We call it,
oh,
yeah,
see?
yeah, we have a name for it.
That's
So that's what we
cool.
launched over the last about month and a half, really driving it a lot more. So we call it skill up, and we do, have different expertise come in and just train our teams overall as a group. And honestly, like for myself, for my leadership team, like we're learning stuff every day as well. So it's
Yep.
helpful for the entire team.
I love that. Well, next question. So it has more around to do the vendor enablement, the partnership
Mhm.
excellence. So I know you manage quite a extensive range of vendor relationships, including ours at Titan Cloud
Mhm.
Solutions. What does effective vendor support look like to you, and how do you ensure each partner feels empowered and positioned to succeed within the TD SYNNEX ecosystem?
You're going to hear me say this a lot today, but I'm going to keep going with it. I honestly, it's being that trusted advisor, right? So we make sure that we have the one-on-one time with our vendors. You and I do that. We want to make sure that their voices are heard, their goals are heard. And but it goes a step further than that. So really, we know where the vendors want to go. We know what their plans are. We know where TD SYNNEX can step in and really help with our values and the long tail and things of that nature. But it's that collaboration effort of taking that vendor to the resellers. We have a robust network of resellers, right? It's very massive. So it's basically aligning with the resellers and the vendors to make sure that our goals are the same. And with our vendor or with our resellers, excuse me, they're transforming and evolving just as quick as all of us are. So we all collectively
Absolutely.
guide each other. I mean, we really do all guide each other on, who can we collaborate? It's not that, hey, like I said before, I have hardware, that's it. It's every vendor is working with each other now. Resellers are working with each other now. It's more of a go-to-market plan collectively
Yep.
together than what it ever was. I'm aging us, but than what it ever was before. Like it's so
Never.
that's a blooper. So, but that's where we find like the enablement is no longer I'm just enabling this reseller, where they're strategically aligned in the market. It's taking them to the next level of collaboration and solutions with the vendors.
Awesome. I love that. Which brings me the success as far as how you guys have been getting there, specifically your team. So it brings me to my next question. So our podcast, it's all about channeling success. So I'd
Mhm.
love to hear your perspective. How do you personally define success, both not just for your team, but also for the vendor partnerships that you lead?
So I will say high goals, right? I mean, we always want to be above market standards in terms of growth. So we do watch that. Like, what can we do better? How can we, go to market quicker? How can we add more value? So definitely want to be above the market standard. Also, it's meeting the partners, the resellers, and the vendors in a trusted advisor motion, meaning, and what I mean by that is, right, we all have the digital experience, right? I mean, you and I just did a ton of Christmas shopping, didn't even go to a store, right? It's all digital transformation,
Yeah.
it's all digital experience. But I think, and I will repeat this over and over, I think one of the key factors that everybody needs to remember, and we cannot forget this even through all this digital transformation, is people buy from people they trust. And I think, yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Yep.
think that is such a key factor that none of us can let go of. We want to be, like I keep saying, the trusted advisor, but it is building those long-term relationships, the trust. If anything goes awry, we all know that collectively we'll work together, we'll get everything done. I think that's a key factor we cannot forget. People buy from people they trust.
Yeah, and you know what? I have to agree 100% on that. I mean, between you and I, with the different relationships we've had
Mhm.
with different vendors, partners, trusted advisors, I mean,
Mhm.
it's crazy to see sometimes when we talk to different individuals and when they come to you and say, "Hey, I'd like to go, to this partner. Can you introduce me?"
Mhm.
It's not just sure, there's a lot to it in the background because now it's your reputation and you have
Yeah.
to make sure that it's going to work because it'll just come right back on you. And I've said that so many times as well, but you hit the spot with people will buy from people they trust. And it's not, and I hate to say this, but it's not a car salesman approach.
No,
You
it's
know what?
not.
It's not. They will continue to follow you no matter what you do, where you go, and how you do it. They know that you've got their back. In the end, it's an
Exactly.
extended family. So,
Exactly. Extended. That's my favorite thing. I love putting it in a family because you guys,
yep,
you'll get in and you'll get gritty with each other, but anything you need, you'll have done. And like you said, it
yep,
can build out additional relationships. Always going to be top of mind. If I think of you guys, you're always top of mind because we're, trusted advisors to each other, in all honesty.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, as we talk about other things, like you and I always say, we've got to find the time to go do other things together
Yes, we
outside.
do. We literally.
For those of the people that are listening to this, we are both still trying to find a time and day to go to a specific concert,
Yes. Yes. We
and
will get this done.
we will leave it at that. But anyway, TD SYNNEX differentiators is my next topic question. So, there's a lot of distributors out there,
Mhm.
everything from direct to two-tier to you name it. I mean, so many people consider themselves or want to consider themselves as a distribution type company. But I really see you guys as operating in such a highly competitive landscape and a distribution landscape.
Mhm.
What do you see as your key differentiators that really set your organization apart? And how do those strengths directly impact your partners and vendors?
So on that, we always call out the big four, right? We have services, we have financing, we have digital capabilities, and then just our overall go-to-market support. So I'm going to kind of go into each of those for a minute. So the majority of those are offered to our resellers and to our vendors at, little to no cost, right? The financial capabilities, I'm sure you've heard, of TD Capital. There's a lot of different,
Yes.
yes, a lot of different areas
Really
that we
good, by the way. Really good.
that we do for our resellers to help support. Services is a big key factor for us, right? And that's we can go out and white label as the resellers. It's not just a here, hit a button, we'll drive into the solution. It's cross multi-vendor, very big value add for us. And then the go-to-market support is really, I mean, we kind of talked about it earlier. If you look at it, it's not just my team that's supporting you. You have an operations team that's supporting you. You have a sales team that's supporting you. You have a marketing team. So it's really, we touch every area of your business and support. So it makes it best in class to make sure that, we're helping you build out the channel programs. We're helping you with your go-to-market. And again, I'm going to say it, it's not just from a vendor side, right? We bring in the resellers too. And how do we collaborate? Maybe we do a certain event together. So we really make it a strong factor, a strong value for us where it's a win-win for everybody.
Agreed. And you really do a great job at that. I mean, I've witnessed quite a few times over the years on the differentiators because we all as suppliers we do business with multiple
Hmm.
partnerships, and it's diversity in our business, just like you guys have diversity within the different vendors. But I think a lot of the differentiators you hit really does show the organization's strengths and how that impacts those partners and vendors alone. So I want to say thank you for making it so easy for me in making those partnerships work with you guys over the years. But
You
my
know
last,
what? I'm gonna add on that. Sorry. You know what? The other thing is you kind of made me think of it. It's not one size fits all. And I think that's another value, right? I mean, vendors of different size, resellers of different size, but the needs and, the go-to-market strategy is very different by vendor. And I think that's another
absolutely.
one of our values. It's not here. This is how we go to market.
This
It is very,
exactly.
let's sit down, let's have the business review, and let's figure
Yeah.
out the best approach for you.
And you're right. God, that's a great point because over the
Mhm.
years I've worked with Charlie, and each time it's funny because we know for each time that I've gone to different suppliers or yeah, different vendor suppliers,
Mhm.
it's been either startups, like early
Yeah.
startups or 20-year startups. And he has been so crucial in making sure that it fits
Yes.
properly versus, like you just said, here you go, let's just do what we did last time. And it's not because
Exactly.
it's separated each time.
And you
And
need to
that's
analyze it, right? It's not, okay, great, we went through a quarter, did that work? Maybe not. Maybe we need to
absolutely.
adjust it a little bit. So it's that continued communication that we talked about earlier, right? It's important
Yep.
to stay on, collectively, if it's a biweekly call, whatever it may be, a monthly business review. So we're all sharing what is going on, how's the market looking, where do we need help, where do we need to adjust? So it's a constant communication value too.
And you bring that up with the next question. God, it just totally went
I just
through that.
flowed into it.
I love it. So my last question is literally it's around collaboration, communication, and partnership. Like with us at Titan. So
Mhm.
you and I connect bi-weekly, as
Mhm.
long as we're not traveling or
Mhm.
nothing's getting on our freaking calendars. But
Exactly.
we do a really good job. Even when we're not on the calendar, we'll text each other
Yeah.
and try to align on those goals, those opportunities. And the conversations honestly have been absolutely crucial to our partnership here. So, from your perspective, how does that consistent communication contribute to the stronger vendor relationships, and what role does that collaboration play in driving shared success?
I think the biggest factor to me, and you got to count how many times I've said this, but I think the biggest factor to me is it builds trust, right? It's dependability. It demonstrates excellence. We know that each vendor is going to be different on how, what are your KPIs for your success? So it keeps us consistent and aligned on all of our goals. right? It keeps everybody accountable too. I mean, I'll call
Yeah.
that out too. It does keep us all very accountable. And then I think the biggest thing is that it doesn't allow us not to collaborate, right? It doesn't just say, oh, it's fine, the orders will be processed through. It's no, how do we go bigger? How do we grow
Oh,
stronger? Like, I
absolutely.
really think it's that trust, that excellence, and it really brings on accountability and dependency.
I do love that word accountability. It's been
Mhm.
used sometimes too often and not in a proper manner, but I
Yeah.
think accountability is exactly how that trust forms
Yes.
because as you're doing, the business together and understanding how to collaborate, how to work together and get that same shared success. I mean, you think about it, it's not just my success. It's not
Yeah.
just yours. It's together. There's a reason why we're partnering and there's so many companies out there that say we just got to keep signing partners, signing, and it doesn't
Right.
do anything.
Yes.
You
No.
literally have to look at it as what's going to fit for both sides and how are you going to succeed together. Because I look at you guys as me as an extension to your business to help, but it also helps myself in the background, so
Yeah.
it's not selfish, it's being selfless to each other. So
I
I love
like how
that.
you put that accountability builds trust. We're going to have to use that in the future now because
I
that was a
do.
perfect way to say it. Because it does get sometimes it's looked at, like you said, just not used right. It is building trust. We're
Yeah.
holding each other accountable for what actions we say we're going to complete. I'm using that one. I really like that
Okay, we're
one.
gonna have to see this again to
We're
remember
gonna-
it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, my friend. I really loved every part of how you shared your insights and experiences with us today and the journey and the growth you've literally achieved at TD
Mm.
SYNNEX, providing those valuable lessons and navigating the complexities of the cloud landscape. Because if anybody says, oh, cloud is easy to, no, it's a changer almost every day.
Every
So
day. Yeah.
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 But as we wrap up the episode, it's evident that collaboration, communication, and a commitment to empowering partners are essential ingredients for success in this industry. So for our listeners, remember that embracing change and fostering strong relationships can pave the way for innovation and growth in your own organizations. So join us next time on Channeling Success with myself and Titan Cloud Solutions as we continue the trends and stories that drive success in the cloud. Don't forget to leave us a review on this podcast, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I look forward to some of the new material in 2026. And until then, keep channeling your success. And Marcy, any last words?
Oh, happy. I want to say too, happy holidays. I hope everybody has a great Christmas and most importantly, take some time off with family.
Yes, that is for sure.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Wanna hear you